Doc Favors here. Welcome back to the channel. We are so excited to have you all here. Once again, thanks for all the new subscribers and those of you who continue to share with us. It means a lot to me. Okay. So today, what are we going to be talking about? Today, I'm going to be talking about MSIs, multiple sources of income, the real secret behind wealth. And in order to understand this, what I want you all to really wrap your mind around is the ways that we do this and how do we actually establish a MSI, and really how do you recognize an opportunity? Because I know you all see the page. We got a business, an opportunity that's blowing up. Okay, and I got videos about Bellator Life. I always got to give a shout out to it. We got some other things that we're doing. Our mentorship program is taking off and doing amazingly well too. But when it comes to MSIs and multiple sources of income, there are some things that many people just don't know because they haven't had an opportunity to be mentored by some of the greats like this individual here. I'm about to show you a small clip. This is public domain from Bob Proctor, okay? And it talks about what we're talking about today, the real secret of wealth and multiple sources of income. And I'm going to give you some commentary on this because I think this is important. All right. Sometimes we can share with you what's going on, but isn't it awesome to be able to go right to the source? Okay. And I really believe in taking you all to that source. So let's dive right into it. I want to make sure the video is centered, and let's dive right into this, guys.
I often take a look at what I'm earning, and I have to laugh to myself because it's so far beyond anything I would even dream about when I started to read this. Then I started to understand earning money is like driving a car or combing your hair or getting dressed. You just have to learn how to do it. And once you learn how to do it, you can put it on automatic pilot. And of course, you put it on automatic pilot that it keeps growing. Now, there's 3 income earning strategies. There's only 2 ways to earn money. I'm going to give.
Now, before we get into that, I want you all to understand. Did you hear what he said? That once you learn how to earn money, you can put it on autopilot. Now, guys, that is something that I had a hard time thinking about coming from where I was rather, okay? And then when I finally learned how to do it, and I'll tell you right now how you do it, you all, is you learn how to master auto suggestion, where you can put things, and it's a great book out by Maxwell Maltz called Psycho Cybernetics. You see, now I'm opening up the vault for y'all now, and it talks about how airplanes, for example, they have a mechanism in there called autopilot. And whether you realize it or not, people believe that the plane goes directly to the place. No, the autopilot and the cybernetic mechanism, the plane goes off course, and the cybernetic mechanism, the autopilot piece, course corrects that plane to its destination. Now, I want you all to understand that. That means when you talk about being able to put success on autopilot, you also got to have parameters or what I call boundaries. We got a good course about establishing new boundaries, but it's about boundaries and how you allow yourself space to go off course just a little bit, but then you have guardrails or boundary rails to keep you in line so that you can get to your destination. All right. And so that was a very important point that I want you all to get before he go into this 3M strategy. Now watch, pay attention to this guy and take some notes because this is going to be good.
3 strategies, but there's only 2 ways. One is money at work, and the other is people at work.
Okay.
So here's the 3 strategies. Refer to them as M1, M2, and M3. Now, M1 is not a good strategy, and yet it's used by 96 out of 100 people. 96% of the population are using M1 strategy, and it won't work. It's got a problem. It's got a serious problem. It's called saturation. Because
now, right here, many of you all, I had someone say this was outdated too, but if you all remember, let me see here. Where's my thing at? If you all remember, Robert Kiyosaki did something called the cash flow quadrant. Y'all remember this? And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you remember this. You have the E, the S, the B, and the I. And someone said this was outdated information. I'm not going to go off into it. I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to stay here. But I want you to understand this is a different variation of that. But listen to the numbers. And then I said about Kiyosaki because Kiyosaki said Bob said it's oversaturated, but Robert Kiyosaki says you're trading time and you only have so much time. Okay. And Bob's going to touch on it too, but I just wanted to put that out there for you.
this is where you trade time for money, and the person runs out of time. M2 is a great strategy, but it's only used by 3 people out of 100, and for very good reason. This is where they put money to work. They put money to work earning money. Now, M3 is something I stumbled on back in the 60s.
Now, wait a minute. Did you hear him say what M2 is? Remember, M2, he said you put your money to work for you. Now, watch this. See, I love this. This is going to be good for somebody, man. Now, remember, employee, okay, we used to do this 94. Self-employed, that was, I think, oh, this is 90%. Self-employed was 5%. This was 4 maybe, and this was 1. Okay, 95. Yeah. So anyway, you got the employee right here. You got the self-employed. They trade time for money, oversaturated. We don't want to be right here unless we love to do it because we learn how to earn money elsewhere. But the B's, the business people, they leverage people. They leverage, this is a good place to be because you can give people jobs, so on and so forth. All right. But here's where your money make money for you. And that's a good model. We could do that. Now, what? Bob's going to take this thing one more step further. And this is why I love this dude, man. This dude, I'm saying, man, I've been studying and getting, this is, I'm just leaving right there. Anyway, he takes it a step further. And now my hope is that this opens up your mind and really can share and show you rather how if you got if you are aware, you can establish this and set this up. And it's nowhere near as hard as you think it is. Okay, listen to this. Listen to the step further Bob takes us.
And I didn't understand what I had been doing, but I was earning a lot of money. And so I thought, what is the difference between people that are earning millions or earn a million? What is the difference? And I couldn't figure it out. And so and then I thought, I know what the difference is. They don't just have one source of income. And only 1% of the population follow this strategy. These people multiply their time by setting up MSIs, multiple sources of income. Now, I want you to think, our world is changing. There is just absolutely no question about it. And the world's not getting bigger, the world's actually getting smaller. You're only a short time away from anywhere in the world. It's actually getting smaller. We can have business all over the world. You can have it all over the world. You can have business all over the world through multiple sources of income. This is a given. This is real. This isn't some neat idea that you're hearing in a seminar. This is something you can do. You can set them.
Okay, so I'm gonna just stop that right there, and I'm gonna bring you here. Okay, now you should be able to understand by now and get a glimpse of what Bob is saying and what I'm saying to you. That multiple sources of income is the real key behind developing wealth. And so when you talk about how do you create these multiples, it's the real secret to behind wealth. And so you say, well, how do you create these multiple sources of income? Guys, we got investments and things on my channel. You just scroll through it. Look for something called Bellator or Meditel, right? And I'm not going to state it, but it's just a good example. And when you understand what that is, then you'll understand that these plays that we in today, they all are around this word right here, guys. And you're going to hear it. So multiple streams of income in my mind have been replaced by this word here. Can you see that? Ecosystem. That means you got a let's just say a company here, and they got several things attached to it that are all giving ways, digital products, hard products. This is how we teach. And I'm sharing some of the things that we teach our mentees in our e-movers program too. Different ways. So some of you all have digital products. You got brick and mortar products. Some of you all got books. Some of you all got drinks. Some of you all got tea. Some of you all got investments. Some of you all got crypto. Y'all, look at this. The ecosystem. All it is, in my mind, all the ecosystem is, in my mind, is another way of saying we're creating a system of multiple streams, multiple sources of income that's going to come into what? The one thing that matters is that it all flows into your bank account. That's the biggest piece. And that's what I really want you to understand. It took me some time to really grasp the concept and get my mind around it because I thought I had to start something new. You don't have to start something new. It is easier saying, you know what? Someone else may have something. You may have a friend or a partner. Okay, let me invest a little bit in this. Let me invest a little bit in that. Let me invest a little bit over here. Let me put something over here. And you say, well, where do I get all that from? You have to have, you first start with the mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Understanding that if you want to elevate yourself, you want to multiply your time, it's always evolving. And so what I do, I look for plays and investments that is already have an ecosystem or that is establishing an ecosystem already. Because I understand that at where I am today, I don't have the time and the energy to keep starting something new from ground up. You see, we're around in that 50 mark, y'all. And I know some of you all are gutting for fun for punishment. You just like to do startups. I used to be the same way. I used to like to do startups. I used to love startups. Now I teach others how to start up. I teach those who have already started how to scale. Now, that simply talk that speaks to my maturation process. All right. So when we come upon this, guys, the secret to real wealth is ecosystems, multiple sources of income. This is Doc Favors. I hope you have received something from this video. If anything that was said, do me a favor, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and share this and leave a comment down below. And if something really resonated with you and you want to work with us, hit the link in the description and schedule your essential discovery call. And we'll see if we have what it takes, if you have what it takes, if we can collaborate and get you to the next level. This is Doc Favors. We'll see you next time.